In this video, we're going to talk about FAA approval and DJI geofencing. These are the two barriers to flight in controlled airspace. So you have your FAA approval via whatever system you requested it, and you're out on the site. Your drone takes off to fly its mission, and on its way to the start point, it just stops midair and hovers there. Or perhaps you don't even get that far. You turn on your drone, get everything set up, and the app's going to tell you can't take off. You're in a DJI no-fly zone. If you're a Part 107 pilot, you should know that you need FAA approval via manual authorization or LANC, L-A-A-N-C, in order to fly in controlled airspace. The FAA is the airspace authority, so therefore getting permission to fly from them must mean that there are no other steps to take, right? Not necessarily. There's nothing quite as frustrating as jumping through regulatory hoops and following the rules to be at the last minute thwarted by some phantom force you didn't even know existed in the first place. This is DJI's fly-safe geofencing system. While parallel to the FAA's airspace restrictions, DJI's geofencing is a completely different system that you should be checking prior to flights within controlled airspace. DJI's fly-safe system consists of various tiered zones that restrict your DJI drone's ability to fly. These zones are designed to keep unknowing drone pilots from wandering into restricted airspace, actually mitigating a lot of safety and security risks that might otherwise cause mayhem and alarm at airports, prisons, and other restricted areas. The zones come in a number of categories, but there's only two that we need to worry about and that you actually need to take action to unlock. Those are the authorization zones and the restricted zones. An authorization zone is depicted by blue veils on the DJI geofencing maps. Flight within these veils is not allowed by default. When within one of these zones, your drone will not take off without first unlocking that zone. These zones need to be unlocked by inputting your flight controller serial number on the DJI website to obtain the unlock license, all while having your tablet, drone, and controller hooked up and on with an active Wi-Fi connection. We have a full write-up on the steps required, linked in the description below. Restricted zones are depicted by red veils and typically exist off of landing and departure ends of runways and over high security buildings such as government buildings, prisons, or military installations. Restricted zones require you to submit documentation from the controlling agency to DJI in order to unlock the zone. Other than that, it really isn't much different than an authorization zone unlock. You can find detailed instructions in the link in the description below. Getting caught in DJI geofencing can put a real kink in your workday. We find that the best way to avoid surprise geofences is to consider the following. If you need to file an airspace authorization with the FAA, you are likely flying near a DJI geofence. You should be checking dji.com/flysafe anytime you are requesting FAA authorization. Always update the GeoZone database when prompted on your drone. DJI often changes the limits of their geofences. Updating the system will ensure that your drone agrees with their current database. For more information on FAA airspace authorizations or drone survey in general, visit the resources section of our site, linked in the description below. Thanks for watching.